like this was not coming back? No, nobody thought that. This is the Ram 1500 TRX SRT. Yes, it now wears that badge. It gets a bunch of other new stuff too that I am going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about it out here because I'm sweating my off. So we're going to go inside and I'm going to drive the hell out of it. Or maybe I'm going to drive the Hellcat out of it. It's too hot out here, guys. It's like 100% humidity. This still gets the 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8, only now it makes more power. You're looking at 777 horsepower. That is up from 702 in the previous generation that we last saw in 2024. You also get 680 pound-feet of torque. That is up from the 650 in the previous generation. That power is thanks to different induction, different fuel paths, different cooling elements, but they've managed to get that to a pretty insane number. Now you redline at 6,500 RPM instead of 6,250. So all those numbers are up. One number that is not up is your 0 to 60 time. Goes from 4.5 seconds to 3.5 seconds. That is a full second off of that time. That is absolutely insane. This thing weighs 6,400 pounds, so that is a lot of power to wield in a vehicle. Now, what is helping to control all of that? Well, you are looking at the 2.5-inch internal bypass shocks from Bilstein. These are the Blackhawk E2 shocks. These dampers were on here before, but they have been recalibrated and retuned. Now, these things are kind of the special sauce and what makes this thing so magical. These shocks are constantly checking what's happening underneath you, but also checking out what's happening with the vehicle and monitoring everything. Everything from steering wheel position to the throttle position, to your speed, to your weight. Yes, even when you are jumping this thing, it knows it, those shocks are ready for it, and it is ready to control all of that power and all of this weight when you come down. And boy, they do it so incredibly smoothly. You get a bunch of different modes in this, but the one that I'm really going to talk about is Baja mode. So Baja is really where this thing absolutely shines. This is going to be your high-speed desert driving. The shocks are going to set a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more fluid, something that really absorbs all of those bumps, and these things just do it absolutely magically. Same thing in your crawl mode, give you more articulation. When it comes to mud and snow, they're going to firm up a little bit so you don't get bogged down in all of that heavy, gunky stuff. But these things are tuned really perfectly, obviously exclusively for this truck, and the guys at Ram, man, they did a bang up job because this thing is just insane. You get the perfect amount of oversteer and understeer to drift this thing in four-wheel drive. And then there's the jumping, which is basically what we're all here for, right? Clearly you get plenty of juice quickly and the landing feels smooth. Woohoo! There are improved jounce bumpers to help prevent bottoming out, which is an uncomfortable sensation for everyone. But this thing absolutely slays. The one thing I will say that I might have a little bit of a question mark with is ground clearance. 11.8 inches. I don't know if you maybe want a little bit more than that on this truck, but I don't know, you tell me in the comments. One thing to note, if you really are going to be driving this a lot on the road, it does not come available with you able to just turn this into a two-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive vehicle. It is four-wheel drive all the time. So the one thing I am able to do while I'm on the road and not on the dirt track is really put my foot into this. You can hear that supercharger go. To me, it's a little bit of a whiny, kind of high sound. I prefer the sound of that 6.4 liter, but this is exactly why people buy this truck. They love that sound, they love that boost of power. Formidable, especially now, even more so. Man, this thing's got guts. And if you're towing, you can haul up to 8,100 pounds with a max payload capacity of 1,220 pounds. To launch this relaunch, you've got the option of the Bloodshot Night Edition, which gets this decal on the side, a flame red hood stripe, and some other interior graphics. It also gets unique wheels and some interior carbon fiber bits that have red threads throughout the weave. This costs $10,000. Speaking of that interior, you definitely have a more luxurious surrounding here. You have a 14.5-inch touchscreen here, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. Both of these are really great. There's a new processor on here, so this moves really quickly. It has a lot of features where you can see exactly what your truck is doing when you're doing it. So I definitely will tip my hat to Ram for this because it was necessary. The other things that you're gonna get, more luxurious materials. You get a suede headliner in here, it's first time ever. You can get an optional panoramic sunroof, and I'm not sure that that would be my first choice to cut a massive hole in the structural integrity of this body. So I don't know, a little on the fence about that. But heated and ventilated seats, even in the second row, massaging seats up front, lots of nice trim pieces, colors, carbon fiber. It looks like an expensive six-figure truck, as it should. You're not gonna get great gas mileage with this, and if you're buying this, you know that already. This also does come with a hands-free driving level 2 autonomous system on here. Please do not drive and use that when you're on the dirt. Not recommended. As for the exterior design, this gets all of the new upgrades that the regular Ram 1500 gets. So it looks modern. I think it looks appropriately badass and cool without being too over the top. A little bit stealth, even though you see the badging all over the place, which I kind of like. When it comes to competitors, we all know that this really does go head to head with the Ford F-150 Raptor R. But I'm also gonna say this, when it comes to pricing, this undercuts the Raptor R, $102,000 plus some change on the entry level price here. That includes the destination charge. We'll see if Ford takes the bait and tries to undercut that. Relatively speaking, that's a great value. If you're ready to pull the trigger on either the TRX or the Raptor R, well, then you just click the link above and KBB can help you find a fair purchase price on either one of those if you consider something over 6 figures for a massively powerful performance truck to be fair. So the Ram 1500 TRX SRT, now it's coming to you with more power. You have interior upgrades and you have a price that is affordable when it comes to the rest of the things in the market. Look, like I said up front, did anyone think that we were never gonna see the TRX again? No, I certainly didn't. But now we're gonna see if Ford actually takes the bait. Good job, Ram. I'm giving you a pat on the back for this.